in between two beards. We felt like we should try to put up more videos than just one a week, so I'm going to try my best if I have time, and you know, let's face it, you know, it's really tough getting these videos out sometimes. But I'm going to go ahead and try my best to give you guys a couple extra videos in the week. Now, probably ask yourself, well, you already did a full review. Why are you doing these 5 things I love, 5 things I hate? Now, when I was doing the first 2 series of it, it got a pretty good response, and I'm going to bring it back and just see what people think, if they love it, they hate it. So we're going to give it another go. So this is 5 things I hate about the Pro Color, guys, because let's remember that those motherfuckers cannot make a perfect mod. They've never made a perfect mod, and Papa J-Dub is here to point out what them fucking skid marks did to fuck this shit up. Alright, so here we go. 1. Probably the biggest complaint that I have of this mod is going to be the battery life. The battery life on this mod is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's better than that of the T-Priv by a little bit. But it's worse than the Alien. One of the big things that we loved so much about the Alien mod from SMOK was that it had spectacular battery life. Now, as you can see, this is what I do for a living, so I don't have time to be fiddling with batteries and all this other shit, you know, so I need a mod that has really good battery life. Now, the battery life on this mod, like I said, it's not bad. It ranks up there somewhere probably around anywhere between 11, about 10 and a half to about 11 and a half, maybe 12 hours if you really try. Now, I'm usually rocking this mod at anywhere between 46 and about 49 watts on my my big baby from SMOK, or what I've been actually using more recently. Why I've got this on here today, it's kind of weird actually, I'm not sure why. But I've been rocking the Watofo float tank. Now, Ryan likes to use his Kylan or another RTA, the Serpent SMM, which we'll be doing a review on that here soon enough. And unfortunately, he rocks it at about anywhere between 55 to 65 watts. So, you know, battery life differs. But I would have liked to have seen them taking a step forward with battery life, not a step backward. And it just seems like, I think because of the much larger screen, which I do love, that's going to hinder the battery life of this a little bit. The LEDs don't make a real big dent in the battery life, we found out. So, like I said, I would have liked to have seen them figure out a way to put a little bit more battery life into this mod. 2. One of the things that I'm not too fond of on this mod is the up and down buttons. They protrude and stick out a little bit there. Now, on the Alien, they were raised against your finger. You knew they were there. They were easy to find, not a big deal. These things just are like big chunks of plastic just sticking up out of the, you know, out of the mod, and they feel a little wonky. I mean, they don't rattle or nothing, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's a little bit cheap, and you really, they're just sticking out there. I don't understand. You know, they're just like elephants in the room. They're just there. You know they're there, and they feel a little bit cheap, and I would have liked to have seen them made that a little bit more uniform with the rest of the tones and the lines and the curves of this mod. 3. Probably one of the biggest hatreds of this mod for me is that stupid fucking puff limiter / puff counter. Now, if you've watched any of our videos, you know that me and Ryan both are not keen on the puff counter. We don't really see the point of the puff counter. But the fact that SMOK took it one step forward and not only put a puff counter on here, they also put a puff limiter. Who's that for? I don't know. I can't figure it out. I just don't even understand what the point of it is. I mean, I guess if you're that guy that only wants to take like 296 puffs in a given day, I mean, I guess this is the mod for you. But I've never met anybody that's like, oh, you know, Dub, I need to find a mod that will limit my puffs. What the fuck? I don't understand. What the fuck does that even mean? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So, that is really stupid. Now, like I said in the full review, I was rocking this mod for at least a week before I realized that you could actually turn the puff limiter off. In fact, I thought that when you went through the menu screen that it would make a round robin, the where you didn't have to go just backward to turn it off. I thought you could go all the way up to like 999, which is where it maxes out, and then it would round robin itself to never or off or whatever, and it didn't do that. So I just assumed that that's how it was, and stupid me never really thought until Ryan said something to try going backward, because Ryan was actually not even going to buy the mod when I told him this, and we figured it out, thank God, you know, how to turn off the puff limiter. But it still sucks, and it's still retarded that it's even fucking on there. It should not exist. There should not be taking computing power from this chip to make that happen. If you wanted to, you know, stock up on computing power for this mod, my personal opinion, they should have worked a little bit harder on the battery life. 4. Now, as I said in my 5 Things I Love video, it's also going to make an appearance on the 5 Things I Hate video. And that is that the menu system is a little bit cumbersome. Cumbersome? It sucks! I'm just saying, it's not the worst navigated menu I've ever been on, and it's actually fairly easy once you get the learning curve down. However, at the same time, it doesn't change the fact that, you know, it's just, there is a learning curve on this menu system. It would just be nice to see them be able to do something a little bit simpler. You know, it's just weird. So it's not, like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I had to put it on my list just because, I could think there would be a better way to do the menu system than what they did. 5. The name. Now, this is probably one of the most nitpicky things you could possibly say about a mod, is the name kind of is stupid. The Pro Color. I would have liked to have seen them continue the Alien series because of how successful that mod has been and how much we enjoyed using that mod. I would have liked to have seen them call this like the Alien 2, or just for my own comedic relief, calling it Aliens. If you get the joke, awesome. If not, I'm sorry that your childhood blew. Anyway, the Pro Color just sounds so uniform and so, I don't know, it just doesn't have the same vibe. I really like the name The Alien. It was like, man, this mod's just coming out of nowhere, taking over the entire vape industry, and it was an alien, you know? I just would have liked to have seen them continue that. The Pro Color, I know they wanted to try to utilize and bring to attention the light bar shield here, but at the same time, this is so much a fucking second version of the Alien, it's not even funny. So I'm kind of curious to see when and if they do bring out another Alien mod, what that's going to look like. So, very nitpicky, probably didn't belong on this list, but you know what? I put it on the list anyway. So recap, guys, there are some things about this mod that I'm not super crazy about. Ryan shares most of my feelings on this as well. This is one that we pretty much got together and we're very much in complete agreement on all the pros and the cons on it. So that's going to be my assessment for this list. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys like these videos, leave me a comment down there in the comment section. Let me know. Tell me these are stupid, you know, these are great. I like these. These are nice little quick jobbies. Whatever. Let me know. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. And you know what, guys? I think that's all I got for you this week. Check us out on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at In Between Two Beards. And of course, we have an email if you want to drop us a line or contact us professionally. It's inbetweentwobeards@gmail.com. And until next video, guys, vape on.